Dear student, today we are going to discuss the discharge and coefficient discharge from the V notch and rectangular notch. Okay, you can see the apparatus of V notch here. This is the collecting tank here. This is the tank in which the fluid is discharging by using the pump. Okay, water is discharging here. And you can see there three sides. It has the three sides, but one side is open here in the shape of V or in the shape of triangle. This is actually the triangular notch. What are the notches? Notches are the opening for to find out the discharge and coefficient discharge in the structure. This shape vary according to the structure and requirement. Here we are using here V notch. In this V notch, you can see the crust part. This is the crest. Okay, apex of V. This is the apex of V, and this is the pointer gauge. You can see the scale is vertical scale known as pointer gauge. Okay, this pointer gauge have the tip, pointer tip here, which is used to measure the level of fluid in this tank. Okay, when the fluid is coming here, up to this point there is no discharge, but as the water level rises in this tank, the discharge occur. How the discharge occur, we will see in the experiment now. We have started the pump and we can see that the tank is filled up to the crest level. Here this is the crest level. Okay, and above this crest level, small rise in water will give the discharge over here in this tank, which is the collecting tank. Now we measure the level of water up to the crest in the pointer gauge and not down. How we calculate? How we measure? The point of this pointer gauge is just touching the water surface here.
15.5.
That is, we can see here 15.5. We can see the reading when the pointer is touching the water surface. This is coinciding with 0. That is 15.3.
14.7%.
Okay. Okay, this is 14.7. We are measuring from this 14.7 here. Okay. Now again we have started the pump and we can see extra water is discharging through the V notch, and the after steady flow, when the this level is steady or fixed somewhere, then again we note the reading by touching the pointer to the water level and we take the difference. So this difference will give you the head over V notch. After 1 to 2 minutes, we see here the flow is steady and the pointer gauge is touching the water level, and we note down the reading. We have to check the reading, that is 19.1. Okay, zero reading coinciding. So initial reading was 14.7 and the final reading is 19.1, and the difference in head, that is head over notch, is 4.4. 19 minus 1, 19.1 minus 14.7 is 4.1. Okay, now we are calculating the discharge for 20 seconds. The water is collecting in the collecting tank. We will measure the volume in 4 divided by 20 seconds. It will give you the discharge. cross sectional area of this tank is, this is 40 mm, 40 centimeter, and this is 50 centimeter. Okay, and then multiply this cross sectional area to the rise in water level, which is here 6 centimeter. Okay, and area, cross sectional area and rise in water level divided by time, this will give you the discharge. We can see in the diagram that there is, we have measured this difference. Okay, head above this crotch, that is capital H. 4.4 is capital H. This is observation table. Initial level of water, we have 0 water. Okay, no level. Final height of water in measuring tank, we have taken the reading. Then discharge in height, time taken for, and we have calculated the discharge here. Pointer scale reading, initial reading at crotch and final reading above the crotch, that is the difference of head, that we have calculated here 4.4 centimeter. Now we have to calculate the coefficient of discharge. Actually discharge we have calculated by the area into rise of water level divided by time. Okay, another, there is a formula for calculating the coefficient of discharge. Discharge Q equals to 8 upon 15 CD coefficient discharge tan theta by 2. This theta is angle of notch. Okay, angle of V notch, that is here is fixed 90 degree. Multiply root of 2g into h to the power 5 by 2. We have calculated this h here, that is 4.4 centimeter. We will convert into it meter. Okay, put the value, and this is actual discharge. We can get the coefficient of discharge over here. Okay, here we put and calculate the coefficient of discharge, which comes out 0.6815 here. Okay, 0.68. That shows that coefficient of discharge means this is the actual discharge upon theoretical discharge. So actually there is 0.68 rather than the theoretical discharge. Theoretical discharge is considered as 1. Okay, so where are remaining points? Suppose 0.32 difference is there in 1, so there goes in the head loss. Okay, so there goes in head loss, and due to this occur due to the where the fluid is discharging in which section. So here we use the triangular notch. Similarly we do this experiment by using the rectangular notch. Again we calculate the same thing and calculate the coefficient of discharge, which will be the different over here. Okay, same process, but we change the notch here and use rectangular notch instead of triangular notch.